What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Sleep back with another video. Today we're reacting to Lizzo has a meltdown after flop. She just dropped the album. It didn't do too good. I think she sold like 2.5K. I guess that rage bait marketing ain't working how you thought it would, but we're gonna see what that's about. But before we do, like the video, hype the video, sub up. Let's see what this video hitting for. Let go.
Lizzo has found herself as the laughing stock, but also the North Star. Well, I guess you could call it the South Star because that's where everybody doesn't want to go, of the new music industry and pop artists after it. And this all started back in May when she decided to promote her upcoming album, BITCH.
What is this album cover though?
Would
that is interesting. I guess.
BITCH. And in early May, she would talk about some of the challenges that she was having promoting it. This album was set to release on June 5th.
Hi, I'm Lizzo. I have an album coming out in 23 days, and I bet you nobody even knows that. I'll tell you why. Full disclaimer, last time I made a video like this, I got some hate on the internet because people were like, oh, she's just mad that she's flopping. But in person, in real life, real people in the industry came up to me and said, thank you for saying what you said because everybody else is too scared to say it. So I'm gonna end this disclaimer by saying, I don't really care what somebody on the internet who's never done this before has to say about it because you don't know what you're talking about, and I do. The algorithm-based way that social media functions now is destroying the music industry. Now, when I say the music industry, I don't mean music culture. I don't mean the good music that's out. I don't mean our ability to connect via social media to music. I'm talking about the actual industry that allows artists to sell their music for profit. Because if your algorithm is super serving you things out of order of when they're happening, then the general public has no idea when music is actually coming out. I have had several occasions where there were artists whose music I was actually looking forward to, I completely missed because I didn't realize it was out because my algorithm didn't tell me. And I don't want to blame everything on the algorithm. Of course, we curate our own reality. However, back in the day, which was maybe even just 5 years ago, we used to get things chronologically. Because of streaming and social media and our post-COVID chronically online society, most of music marketing is online. Not to mention budgets are, therefore, music marketing relies heavily on social media. But now, ever since the algorithm has been showing us things out of order, baby, there's actually no way to successfully promote an album.
No. We're not doing this. Let's put it like this, right? I don't know whether she's signed. I don't know whether she's independent. So we're gonna look that up real quick. Is Lizzo to a label? Oh, so you have a record label. That is entirely, well, not entirely. I feel like that is partially on your label for not marketing your album the way you expect them to. That's one thing. Because why is Drake's Iceman the best selling rap album of 2026 thus far? It's been a topic for the past month or two. The rollout, the TikToks, you know what I'm saying? The trends and all that, you feel me? Having damn near every college team make their own version of your album cover. Just maybe you need a creative team, or maybe it's just that the album is ass. I'm not gonna call it ass because I haven't listened to it. I didn't even know you dropped the album until I seen that shit selling 2.5. I ain't gonna hold you, but it's not the algorithm, bro. Because there's literally independent artists that are on Instagram right now that promote their own shit and have their own way of promoting shit by making promo videos, performance videos, low budget performance videos They just get an editor, they get a videographer, they tell they basically design a set or how they want to get things done, and then they do it, and then they make multiple of them and constantly promote they songs. You have the budget to do it. You're not broke. You just probably don't want to use your own money or feel like you don't need to if you have a label, because that's basically what a label's for. So it's either your label don't got no faith in your album or you just not doing enough, because you can't blame the algorithm for this shit, bro. You really can't. There's no way a nigga that's independent, well, is now independent, highly independent, doing the numbers he's doing, independent artists are doing what they're doing, and then you're complaining that it's the algorithm's fault that you flop. No, it's not.
Where everyone knows your album is coming. Now, mind you, when I say everyone knows your album is coming, that doesn't mean whether they care or not that it's coming. Believe it or not, once upon a time, there were artists who were just the biggest on the planet who everyone knew their album was coming, whether they were going to buy it or not. It was ubiquitous. Where it bites me in the end is I have a private page. I have a private page
Why
with
though?
over 280,000 people who follow me because they support me, because they love me. But even when I post on that page, I'm not hitting their algorithm.
Nah.
So here, Lizzo's actually giving a lot of good game. Granted, this is one of the
I don't know about that
perfect
one, though.
moments where the messenger is more important than the message. I know it's like
I get it with Instagram is the way they did kind of fuck it up with the whole chronological shit. And sometimes your followers don't even see your post for real. And I ain't gonna lie, when I promote certain things, I'm saying, I get less views as to where I post bullshit on my story. So I post bullshit on my story. I began hella views on my story and shit. And then when I'm actually promoting like an edit or music and shit like that, my views is not even hitting. So I get that part, but at the same time, nigga, you gotta pay to play in that industry, brother. I mean, sister. Damn, I always talk to the boys and shit. But you gotta promote that shit, dog. It's your song, it's your album. You gotta promote that. You gotta have, you know what I'm saying? If your label ain't gonna do it, funds gotta come out of your pocket, shorty. You gotta make shit shake. All this rage bait shit, it's cool for 6ix9ine. He know how to do it. I don't think that you should continue to do it if you want people to fuck with you for you. You know what I'm saying? I would say let your music talk, but it's clearly not loud enough. So you might want to put some money behind it and get to work.
the most common phrase
Instead of just complaining.
Nah, don't shoot the messenger. Or, well, actually, if you look through history, messengers were getting shot frequently. Yeah. Yes, and all they were there to do is deliver a message because people associate the negative message with that individual. But that's neither here nor there. But with Lizzo specifically, people don't like Lizzo, so it doesn't matter what she's saying, it's not gonna hit well. It's like Taylor Swift is the opposite. Everybody loves Taylor Swift, or at best they're indifferent, so you might not care what she has to say. So when Taylor Swift comes out and says, oh, the industry's taking advantage of me and I'm gonna re-record my albums and I'm gonna put them out so I can have ownership over the masters, everybody buys it up. Whereas with Lizzo, they're like, hey, Chunky, go over there. That's what they're saying, not me. But Lizzo is correct. And Lizzo came out during this weird time where radio play helped her a lot, virality helped her a lot, but the fact that Lizzo was so famous was something that we didn't quite understand. Most of us, like the truth.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I only knew Lizzo for that one song. And then her wearing pants with her booty cheeks out at a basketball game. That's kind of all I knew Lizzo for. And then being the lead head coach for the body positivity movement. That's kind of what I know you for, not your music, dog. I haven't heard a new Lizzo song since that Cardi B feature, and I was just skimming through it just to see what it was talking about. You know what I'm saying? What it was hitting for. It was not hitting. But that's all I know Lizzo for. I ain't gonna lie to you. Maybe I should like tap in and see what she got going on, but I'm not hearing nothing on my algorithm but anything but flopping. I ain't gonna lie.
Third song, we could understand an Adele. We could even understand a Megan Trainor. But everyone was
Are you trying to make this
with
a
Lizzo,
colorist
I don't
thing?
think that she was really in the know, like, or not in the know, but she didn't have the pulse of what we were all paying attention to, which is who is putting money behind this person to make them so successful. On a smaller scale, it's like Coi Leray, whereas like Coi Leray, obviously the image is very different. But
she
Coi
independent.
Leray
I was
has
just
so
about
much
to say her
money
name.
behind her. Think about it. How many real fans does Coi Leray have? She's not even a Trim. Miss Trim from South Carolina is more popping right now than Coi Leray. Now Coi Leray had a hit, which
Trim from South Carolina. The whole time I'm thinking she from New York, nigga. That's crazy. That is not shoe Trim. Get it together.
was in part due to remixing a previous hit from 20 years ago.
That necklace fire.
Hey, listen, I always give her credit for being able to pull out a hit, and that's probably all she'll ever need. But I do think it's really disappointing that people like Lizzo are unable to reach fans. Like she says later on in this video that she had a page that was specifically.
See all the reiterations of the a little cover art in the back. I don't know if she did that or it's like multiple people doing it
for her.
It's a little tough.
Fans.
You know what I'm saying? It's
and
tough.
Now, because of the way that social media algorithms work, she can't reach these people. And that's unfortunate, and it's sad because she worked hard to build that. Anyway, she goes on, promotes the album, and everyone's focusing on this. And the album, BITCH, drops.
I didn't even know this
June
was her
5th,
album
and it's
cover.
via Atlantic, which is important because Atlantic Records, just like with Warner, they cleaned house. They fired a lot of people and they stopped putting support behind a lot.
See, but like my thing is simple shit like this. Album cover is not aesthetically pleasing to look at, bro. When you look at this shit, bro, what the fuck is this, bro? Here's what I would have done, because this is not it. Damn, my boom's not working. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, first of all, I would have made the background black, nails red. Maybe have a white dress. Matter of fact, black background, kind of. Keep the background white. Bro, your hands is just. Change the nails up. Make it red. Make it red, right? Keep this. Just make it red. Probably expose the hand a little bit, you feel me? Turn the saturation a little bit up. But make the nails red though. Like, make something pop, because this ain't it, dog. This look like a Kanye production. I don't know. It's just not hitting. So I'm interested to see what the songs sound like. How many songs you got in this
album? BITCH drops June 5th, and it's via Atlantic, which is important because Atlantic Records, just like with Warner, they cleaned house. They fired a lot of people and they stopped putting support behind a lot of people, and they dropped a lot of people. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if A Boogie got dropped. I know that Meek Mill ended up getting dropped. A bunch of people, they were just like,
and your album name is Bitch. So there goes the commercial success on that one. 12 songs, okay. Lizzo is letting go to free her mind with album 5. Damn. It's a whole article on here.
hey, just get out of here. Get out. Skedaddle. We're not interested in you. And they just started to focus all their attention onto their best-selling acts. You could tell how much money they put behind Cardi B, who also put in her own effort. But it seems like Lizzo saw the effort that Cardi B was doing and thought that if she matched that, she would maybe get a proportional return. But that's not the case. Because even on Rolling Stone, they would report this. And they said, BITCH arrived on June 5th via Atlantic. Within its first week, the album sold 2,649 copies and racked up just under 2.7 million on-demand streams, according to music data company Luminate. In its second week, which is more important, it drops nearly, 75%? Sales drop to...
How are you supposed to be a more established artist? I can't even talk today. Like you're the more established artist getting or selling less than DDG game. At least DDG got 4K. and 10K before that. That's tough.
150 units, while streams dipped to just under 900,000. So this is as close to DOA. I think Sway Lee might have sold more numbers than her. It's a steep drop from her previous album, 2022 Special, which debuted with 39,000 copies sold and 69,000 equivalent album units earned, enough for a number 2 debut on the Billboard 200. B somehow managed to evade the chart entirely. Time is of...
Wait a minute, what? A steep drop from a previous album, 2022 Special, which debuted with 39 copies sold and 69 equivalent. So we're supposed to add those together, right? So that would be... Damn, that's tough, bro. That's really tough, dang.
The essence for most pop artists, and yet her brief absence doesn't entirely explain such an abrupt fall. What does? I think it's a lot
looking at
of different things.
60,
I don't think
her 650 units this second week.
Not her
That's
ascension,
crazy, bro.
because I think that might have been real, but she was
better
really
than
a
that.
one-hit wonder. She didn't have the motion like that, and she was pushed by all of these late night shows, and everyone started clowning her. Like the girls were clowning her, the pop world, the pop stands, everybody collectively was making fun of her album sales. And she would have a little mini crash out, throwing her Grammy on the floor on TikTok because she doesn't understand why.
Okay, I promoted my album and people on the internet clown me for it, so I don't know what to do. I promoted...
How did you promote it? But I hope that video wasn't it. You got to do more than that, dog.
My album super hard and people were calling me a desperate flop, so I don't know, guys.
So while this was all going on, I wanted to wait for the album to drop because I thought this was one of the most interesting stories, because people will say, yo, this person didn't put enough effort into promoting it. Lizzo for a month, everybody saw what Lizzo was doing.
I didn't see what Lizzo was
most people
doing.
Didn't care about the music. This is why I've been saying this
doing?
for years, countless years. Hell, even Sean Cotton is saying this now with rappers, and he's experienced it because the guy's actually signed several artists. The music doesn't matter for the most part. Do you even know what the music sounds like on Lizzo's new album? You're probably not, but I'm not going to listen to it, even though you may have heard of her promoting it. But one of the points that she made was that, like, hey, back then you all heard that an album was dropping, and now you won't even hear about an album. Sometimes, like 2 weeks later, if you're just using these music apps, you're like, whoa, this person dropped? I didn't know that. But with Lizzo, the reason is because she made herself very dislikable. There weren't many likable things about Lizzo. And even if she made incredible music, the fact that she was showing up to places like NBA games, courtside, wearing
with a hole
almost
in
nothing,
her ass.
and
well, not in her ass,
her appearance being
hole in her
what it is, which a lot of people weren't fond of. And regardless of what her size, even if she was smaller and was behaving in the way that she was behaving, courtside, people would have found it distasteful. So a lot of these fans, if you were going to talk about Lizzo fans, they likely would have matched the same demo of Meghan Trainor fans, right? All about that bass, that era of overweight women, which is like, you would think like moms would be listening to her. But moms or middle-aged moms in general, they're not going to want to see the image that Lizzo was putting out there, because they're like, wait, we have kids. And the way that you're dressing and showing yourself, like, we can't even play a music video of you for our kids or around our kids. And we can't even go to your show because you're trying to turn this into, I don't know, like a strip club or something. So you kind of lose that part of your fans. And the young girls, they're listening to Sabrina Carpenter.
She's no better,
the
though.
Young girls are listening and fanning out over somebody that is
literally no better
thin and fits some ideal appearance that they want to look like, and also delivers the music. Like, they're listening to Olivia Rodrigo, they're listening to Billie Eilish, and some people will say like Billie Eilish doesn't fit the mold of the image thing, the body image, but Billie Eilish is also not.
She got a body on her. She just hides it because niggas be weird, but
being as lewd as Lizzo was. And Lizzo's attitude and fake attitude, which is something that Coi Leray had, this fake attitude, which wasn't real, of like, oh, I'm the ish, that turned a lot of people away too. And the reason why I say that
I don't know. Coi Leray a different breed now. You feel me? She is that.
because there were two other pop stars that dropped after Lizzo, and they should have done more numbers because their careers, they had way higher highs. And we're going to
got a Grammy.
Right now.
She got a
I don't
Grammy.
see anybody talk about this, because to pull these numbers from Luminate that Rolling Stone is doing, you need to go out of your way to get these numbers. So people are all focusing on Lizzo, but let's just look at BB Rexa, right? Pop artist that I enjoy. Actually, the reason why I found out that her album even dropped, Dirty Blonde, was because I went on my Spotify app. They're like, hey, these are the new albums that dropped today. I was like, oh, cool. Let me listen to this album. I listened to the whole album. And this was an album that she put out, not with a major label, mind you. She put it out via distribution on Empire. And BB Rexa, she dropped this on June 12th. And the first week sales for her were around 19,000 first week. But hold on. And this debuted at 43. So you're probably like, yo, that's a way more than Lizzo. Hold on, though. 15,000 of this were pure sales.
That's what I be talking about when Billboard be having like names that you never heard of, bro. It'd be like niggas in the top 10 and you never heard either song. Just different algorithms. I guess that's what they're talking about, right?
Bundles that she dropped and physicals and things like that with the album. So really, she sold around 4,000, which is in the same ballpark that Lizzo sold. Yet nobody's focused, and BB Rexa has had way bigger songs than Lizzo. She's been in the game longer than Lizzo. Like, she has that I'm Good. She has songs with multiple billions of streams. She was on Me, Myself, and I. That's probably the most recognizable one with G-Eazy for you guys that are
the same girl?
Hip hop as well. She had, and then she had a bunch of pop songs as well. So this girl, or this woman, she's doing the same number, but nobody's after her because BB Rexa doesn't have that much hate. Like, people don't want to see her fail, and they don't want to see her fail because she hasn't been moving like Lizzo. And I do think these are decent numbers, even for a BB Rexa to be put out via a distribution like Empire and not a major label. But there's another individual, and that is Jessie Reyez, who dropped the same day as BB Rexa, June 12th. And she dropped her album A Little Vengeance. And Jessie Reyez, she had songs.
You see the
like
contrast
Sam Smith
though,
and stuff like that. So she and
like something like color wise, it's like I don't know how to explain it. But when you see something like where that album cover at, bro? Let's just stop talking. Well, you see her album cover, it's kind of like, damn.
Jessie Reyez, she had songs like Sam Smith and stuff like that. So she has had hit songs with hundreds of millions of streams. Now, she's not as big as a BB Rexa, nowhere close, but I would say she's on a slightly one level below, maybe we could say, Lizzo, or not one full level, but they're in the same ballpark. But Jessie Reyez, her album A Little Vengeance, this would drop on a major, so this would drop on Universal, on Island underneath Universal, and she would do about like 10K first week. I don't know how much of that is pure sales, but she debuted.
So you clearly see like the state of music and sales and stuff, and where music is not selling as much. You feel me? You got people doing 11K, 10K, 13. Lotto hit 33, I think. Ice Spice 29. Maybe she hit 30. I don't know. Don't shoot me. Only the top girls is like doing 70K. You got Cardi doing like 200 something, you feel me? 199, my bad. But you see, like, it's not a lot of the, even Sway Lee selling what? 5? DDG selling 4. Halle Bailey selling, what was it, under that? Like, so when people, I don't know, people don't understand, like, it's a different game right now.
Number 141.
She's different.
This wasn't really reported. This didn't get as much attention either. And both Jessie Reyez and BB Rexa were putting in a lot of promotion into their albums. But it just goes to show you how important it is.
I'm interested
to
in
preserve
seeing
your likability.
how, though.
Or, well, yeah, for Lizzo, she just did everything wrong, frankly. And even people that don't listen to Lizzo's music hate her. Or they don't hate her, but
I'm gonna go on Lizzo's page and see how she promoted her shit on Instagram and TikTok.
They experience schadenfreude when it comes to her failing, and they enjoy her failing.
Bro, I just seen
But
some
with a
crazy
Jessie
image.
Reyes or a BB Rexa, either you enjoy their music and you know that they released and you listen to it and that's all there is to it, or you don't really pay attention to them. Maybe you hear the hits here and there and you're not really concerned with what their numbers do. And even if you saw their numbers, you're just like, oh, okay. It doesn't make you feel, it doesn't emotionally get you excited, happy to see them fail. You're probably just like, well, what did their last album do? You don't even care. You're just scrolling past it. And that's the big difference between a Lizzo and these other girls. And the problem for Lizzo is that she cannot recover from this. Like she can't, and it's not just an appearance thing. It's an appearance. It's the whole package that makes Lizzo unlikable, and she doesn't have the undeniable music behind it either. Now, do I feel bad for Lizzo? A little bit, in the sense that I know that she put a ton of effort into this album and getting it released, and she did everything that everybody told her you're supposed to do to have a successful album rollout, and then it doesn't do well, and then now she's going to be a laughingstock and people are going to call her a flop and not listen to her music that she put a lot of effort into because it didn't perform well, despite her doing everything that people say you're supposed to do to make it perform well. And emotionally, that's got to be draining, because you're like, hey, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. No matter what, I'm going to get hate. But she set herself up for this. And anybody that was around her with some sense could have told her, hey, listen, you don't want people hating you. That is, especially if you're a pop star, that's not what you want. Like, look at Pitbull. You want people to feel lukewarm about you. Like, a lot of you guys probably don't listen to Pitbull's music. Maybe if it comes on, right, a hit. But you're not like, yo, what did Pitbull just drop? But your opinion of Pitbull is just straight neutral. Or maybe it's like a positive meme where you're like, Dale, Mr. Worldwide. So there's this positive affiliation with them. It's like a brand. When you're a pop star, you're...
So like, I don't want to get copyrighted, but I'm just looking. I mean, yeah, she's doing the classic promotion as far as like if you were to like put it on TikTok, just like dance to your shit and kind of like, or show your personality and kind of display your album. But as far as like put it like this, like Tory Lanez, right? Gotta use my man's Tory, right? The way he promoted his shit, that was a rollout. He's independent just like you, except he's in jail. Let me find out how much he sold, and if he sold more than you, Lizzo, we got to do a little bit of talking. You know what I'm saying? Because last time I checked, he did 33 or 29. What was the first week sales for Slutty Bass Tory Lanez? A nigga that was locked up. So literally 12 times more than you did. And you seen his rollouts. You feel me? He got the streamers involved. Okay, cool. Even like the promo for the songs of each album for the promotion of the album. He was posting every single, not every day, but every week. I would say every other. It was often, frequent. You feel me? But it was like, you could tell he put effort into that shit, gang. I feel like you need to put more effort into that shit, gang. You know what I'm saying? So
this major
I don't know, bro.
That's not soulless like some sort of a corporation, but as
sure,
close
you got a little
to it as possible. Like, you
billboard advertisement in the city. I don't know if this is in New York. It looked like LES. But come on, bro. Where is this at? Where is this at? I'm gonna listen to it and see what's up, though.
Controversial. You just want to be there to give good times, and that's what a Flo Rida does. That's what a BB Rexa does. Now she does. I think she puts out like opinions here and there, but you don't really hear them. Like if you're a guy, that they're not reaching you. That's what. Flo Rida, Pitbull. That's what all Enrique Iglesias at one point in time. That's what all these girls and guys at that top do. and it works. Now with the Sabrina Carpenter, you could say that, yeah, she leans more into the, I guess you could say, like, misandrous themes.
Bro, this is who, like, Shorty from Euphoria's character is trying to be like. Fuck, I forgot her name, bro.
People would say that, but her fan base is all women and gay guys, so it's not really going to harm her at all. Like, she's not reaching the broad market like a Rihanna, for instance, who does not put those types of themes out, or even a Doja Cat, who does not put those themes out, who have more of a unisex fan base. But let me know what you guys think in the comments.
She'll be all right, bro. Maybe she should just get back to the drawing board and just keep pushing. This is her career, though. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not the only album. It's not the last album. It shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she can do better. It's more of learning and improving. Her music probably not trash. It's just she needs to go harder. You know what I'm saying? Be more creative, I guess. With that being said, that's the end of this video. Make sure you comment down below your thoughts. Leave a like and hit the subscription box below with the bell to the side for Noise Squad. With that being said, that's the end of this video, man. Make sure you like the video, hype the video, sub up, comment down below. Locked in. Let's get it.